Hey guys, it's me, the Furious WC, back with another video. Today's episode, I'm looking at the MW3 Soap Loadout. Now this loadout consists of an AK-47 with a spent natural use barrel, a GI Mini, an FSS Corsair stock, a sleight of hand, and retro forklift. Now we have the GI Mini and the sleight of hand and retro forklift to make the loadout a bit more usable, because as it stands now, before I added those, I just had the elite barrel and FSS Corsair stock, and the gun was nearly unusable because it had so much recoil, it's hard to see my target, and the iron sights are just not very good. So, my grievances aside, let's get right into some of my thoughts and perspectives about the loadout. Guys, I just want to jump in real quick, just to say, I forgot to mention that this loadout also has the deagle. Now, the deagle is just a pretty much normal deagle, except with a lightweight trigger and a strip of grip tape. I just wanted to add that, just in case you guys were wondering what my secondary was. So let's get right back into what I was about to continue on to before I had this interchange. The first thing I want to talk about is how did the AK perform? Now, the AK did perform pretty well. It performed a lot better than the Scar H did last week, which I still don't want to use the Scar just because of that loadout. Scar just did not perform as well as the other weapons I've tried on these loadout series. Now, particularly the AK did perform a lot better. It performed a lot better medium range engagement. Not so much in close range, because again, it's not really a close range weapon. It kicks so quite a lot. It has a bit hard. It's hard to control recoil and does not have the fastest DPS. So it's better suited for mid range instead of the typical close range engagement you find yourself in Call of Duty. And because of that, it's better suited for objective-based game modes like domination, hardpoint, headquarters. Not so much your team deathmatch and kill confirms of the game. Now, I don't know how it performs in Warzone because I didn't play Warzone. Again, I don't have that many friends to play Warzone with. I do, so that I'm just not the biggest Warzone fan. I'm just a big Battle Royale fan in general. I'm just, no, my rant aside, the AK just performed very well. And if you guys have the AK, you guys should really try it out and tell me how it performed for you. See, now segue into my next point. So as you know, this loadout is based off of how Soap appears in MW3. So where he's rocking the AK-47 after Task Force 144 is disavowed, and they don't have any more weapons to go to. So they turn the camera off, which of course he supplies them with their weapons and gives them Yuri. Now, fun fact: this loadout was originally supposed to be a Yuri loadout. However, I decided Yuri does not rank very well in the search terms, so I made it more of a Soap loadout, since Soap and Yuri basically use the same loadout for the majority of the game. Of course, Soap unfortunately dies in this game, which of course rip in peace, rip pepperonis. And now Soap actually gets a lot of characterization in Modern Warfare 3 compared to he did in Modern Warfare 2, because he's with Price for the majority of the game. Accuracy, they're like camaraderie and brotherhood in this game, where they got to see them in Modern Warfare 2, since they spent most of the game. Price spent most of the game inside of prison, of course. With the entire mission. I believe the only mission which was called the only easy day was yesterday, which I believe is the motto of the United States Navy SEALs. I believe that's their motto. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, but so yeah, I just decided to do this loadout just because Soap just does it better in the YouTube algorithm than named Yuri. Like, who's going to search up Modern Warfare Yuri? No one's going to search that. People want to search Modern Warfare Soap. Yeah, this is my perspective on the issue. Feel free to disagree. Maybe I could one or two people out there who actually care about Yuri from this game. Yeah, he dies in the game he's introduced to. How else? Like, he just dies in this game. I don't know what am I supposed to do about that. He dies. Imagine dying in a game you're being introduced in. You're introduced for like a couple missions, then you die in the same game. I guess I can almost end the trilogy just. Yeah. Rant aside, I don't actually know how the AK performed in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 respectively. I didn't really play those games multiplayers very much. Only really play Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer that much. Even that, I didn't really get to the AK rank, because I started playing into its endgame, so I didn't really grind it as much as I'm currently grinding Modern Warfare. Also, guys, tell me you guys enjoy my Modern Warfare content. I've been forced to go into a place no Battlefield YouTuber has wanted to go in the past. Coming, it's the dreaded COD YouTuber. I know. It's a really sad state community where you can no longer cover your main game because the game you created Because the company who created the game was so incompetent they had to end the game entire year early before they were supposed to. I know. It's just really sad. It's really frustrating. Battlefield 5 just frustrates me. I know it's supposed to be a Modern Warfare video. How can I bring up this? How can I do a non-load-up video on a non-Battlefield game and not bring up the reasons why I'm not really covering Battlefield that much? Just not doing well with algorithm compared to something like Call of Duty. I know I mentioned this last video. I just want to reiterate the point in case you didn't see last video. Just that currently Battlefield's not really doing well with the algorithm, since a lot of YouTubers are not even covering Battlefield currently for very specific reasons, because it's just not doing well. Yeah, about that decides. I think we end the video here. I dragged it on for long enough, and I know you guys probably will click off by now. And for those of you guys still there, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like. Also, don't forget to leave a comment as I check all my comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe and comment part of the channel. Until next time, guys, I'm the Fierce WC, and waiting for 2 minutes. Peace.